refresh. Boom, boom, boom. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm very excited and super excited to show you a super handbag website that built with Nextjs, Tailwind CSS, and GSAP. So first, let's look at the design. The UI is clean and modern and fully styled with Tailwind CSS. And animation is powered with GSAP. And this one, boom. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. And it's fully responsive. Fully responsive. This for mobile. So I think mobile should this way. Mobile. This should be for mobile. And also we have this effect, the hover effect. When we're at the top of the page, the background is transparent. When we scroll, the background became BG white. I think it's very beautiful. And this one, oh. Nice, nice, nice. And this is with scroll effect. You see, it's going down with the page. That's it. And now let's build from scratch. Create a folder. GSAP. Handbag. Open. Open terminal. Create Nextjs app dot all default. CODE zone and open npm runner split terminal app page. And hello. Global CSS. Remove all CSS. Just leave Tailwind. And let's go 3000. Okay. Okay. And next, install GSAP. npmi install GSAP at GSAP sub React. Go. And this is page. And I remove this public folder, delete, and I add a public folder. In this folder, how many bags and icon, and have a page. And also have a constant. Constant is a index. We got some links, socials, bags, title, description. And in this app, RFC actual functional components, and we go this way. Navbar hero collection bestseller feature animation about content. And so first let's make navbar and give a BG gradient color and components. Navbar.tsx RFC navbar and import navbar. And here we need to register the GSAP. GSAP. Okay, and import GSAP. And give a use client. Register global one time. This one. X default page. Okay, now I have navbar. In navbar, so first we need to check if this scrolled. Use client, set scroll. If not scroll, we give BG transparent. If scrolled, we give BG white. I may have a nav link from constants. And here is a hover effect animation. Use after. Okay, pseudo element after for underline effect. Relative a tag. Okay, the relative must be relative. Here, relative. And after effect will give an absolute bottom. And hover effect will give a scale 100. X 100. As I said. And next, the hero. RFC, okay. Import. So first we need to import and give a use effect. Lucid React and use shed scene. Shed scene init. And return some UI. Okay, and here is it. This is some UI, title, description, and image. So for the UI, title and image, these two, and description. And we'll give a GSAP. GSAP title, charts words, opacity from opacity 0 to 1, and Y, and duration, and stagger. So we go charts here. And next is split the subtitle. Subtitle is this one. Carry and timeless. These two subtitle. Subtitle we use lines and opacity, Y%, duration, stagger, and delay. Delay 1.5 seconds. That's it. And last is this one. This is a timeline. Scroll trigger, it means when we scroll this page, this tool will move, follow the scroll. And from hero, this part, the top, at the top, and end at the bottom at the top, and this icon and icon 1. with this icon and icon 1 is this toolbox. So next is we created that another part so we can move. So next is page collection. Components collection.tsx RFC. So we'll give a class name hScreen. So we can have a look. If I scroll, this tool will follow. This is a timeline scroll trigger in hero section. Here, scroll trigger. If I scroll, this will follow. And refresh. That's it. That's it. And collection. So use effect and some import. And here have use state for current ID, current bags, and then use effect. Oh, this I use TS rename GSX. Yes, GSX. I now give TypeScript for this landing. And the return a section. This is some UI. I see. So first is the nav. All bags map. Every map will give a button. And we click this, we'll set current ID. When current ID change, it will trigger the use effect to set current bag. And current bag to render the UI for this. And now we use GSAP to make some animation. Here, current ID change. We go GSAP from current bag image is this picture. From opacity 0 to opacity 1 and X change duration. So it's safe, and this is the image. Hello. No. Yes. Yes. E? This should change. Oh, sorry. Yes, that's it. And this one, another this detail for this and description for this. Detail, I should say name and title. And this will give a delay 0.8 and this is delay 0.5. Okay, and next is best seller. Okay, we will create all the components. Feature. Animate counter. About. Nice. Yes. And next is best seller. So first we import and use client for this. And we need to use a React responsive npmi. React responsive, this one, to check the screen is mobile or not. Okay. And for this one, we return a section. Okay. Section. Okay, we'll go through this. It's a title, and they say image, and some description. The UI. A title, an image, and a description like this. And now we need to give some give GSAP for this. So GSAP, we use a timeline scroll trigger. When we scroll the page, it will trigger the GSAP. And bestseller, start, bottom, center, scrum, pin. Okay, that's it. That's it. We scroll the fade, and this become bigger. This will fade, will 2, opacity 0. And then image change, and then we have the content come out. And so first is will fade opacity to 0. So will fade opacity is 1 and 2 0, so it will fade. Now opacity is 1. Now it's opacity 0. That's it. And second is scale to this one, but this is a mask image. We need to give a mask image for this in global CSS. We give a masked image. We use an icon1 PNG to mask the image. use this one to mask this one. So we close this and close and refresh. Now I think I need to restart. Refresh. We'll have a mask, and we'll fade, and the mask come out, and this one become opacity become 1, and because this one initial opacity is 0, opacity 0, and become 1. Will fade, come out, that's it. And next, we have to build the 1, 2, 3, 4 bestseller already. So next is features. So first import and set use client. And the return section a title and a picture, and a picture. So the UI look like a title. And the picture. So the picture, okay. So the picture opacity is 0. We need to use GSAP to give opacity. Yes, title 1. Title 1. Okay. That's it. Charts, words, opacity, Y, duration, stagger. And G grow is the picture. Opacity 0 to opacity 1. When we scroll this, yes, it change opacity and change scale and change opacity. The last one is this one, backboard image. This is I use ID to make it. The opacity 0, and from 2 to opacity 1, and scale 1.5 become scale 1. So it's from big to, that's it. And next is animate counter. So import and set use client and the return This is animate counter. Use GSAP. Set the initial value is 0, and we use GSAP tool to animate counter, and set the complete is value, and this one plus. And about. About is a title and a picture, and we use GSAP. So it's a timeline. Scroll trigger this timeline, and let's say H2 words split by words, and then the image come and have a stagger. By words, and boom, boom, boom. That's it. And this is the delay. And next is contact. Just some UI, and animation use GSAP. Let's see, we use a timeline and scroll trigger this timeline, and opacity from to 1, and Y, opacity Y give it stagger, and delay, and socials and icons. Icons means this too. So let's see the effect. Boom, 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 nice. And boom, 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 boom. Yes, that's it. Icon only have one icon one. Only have one. So this is nothing.